Hey there, and welcome to Goddess on the Rise. I am your host, Sarah Berg, and this podcast is all about empowering women, living in your truth, loving your body as it is, in your journey to self-love. You can find this podcast to be real, raw, authentic, and truth. So buckle up, girlfriend, because we are going for a ride. Hello, friends. It is Thursday, which means it's a new episode from your girl, Sarah B. Anyways, if that intro doesn't just make you smile, every time I hear it, it really just puts a smile on my face. It puts me in a good mood. I really love that music. Anyways, I have to paint a picture for you because some of you are really going to laugh at this. It is midnight. I am currently in my laundry room. Can't wait to show you guys a little pic. It's like not even 5 feet by 5 feet. Like it is tiny. And it does have my washer and dryer in here though. Obviously. But everybody in the house is gone to bed and it was time for me to record a podcast, and usually I do it at my desk in my room or wherever I have some peace and quiet. And tonight it is in the laundry room because it's nice and tiny, perfect area to record a podcast. The acoustics are really good in here. Anyways, I am drinking some wine. I am relaxing, and I've got tons of homework to do. And today's podcast is just going to be a little life update because you guys really like those, and I really enjoy sharing them with you. But before we do a life update, I need to update you guys on something. I made it to my I can't say very first. It's actually my very second podcast goal, and it was 1,000 downloads. So, I'm gonna cry. Anyways, I am very excited about it. I have to thank all of you guys for just sharing my podcast and listening. It means the world to me. I don't know who all listens to my podcast, but if you are listening, whether you are new here or you're old here and you've been listening from the beginning, a true old OG, just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. And for that, I am going to be doing a little giveaway. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following me on social media. I am Sarah Brookberg on Facebook, and I am Goddess on the Rise _ on Instagram. And if you want to see some really good, like cringe-worthy videos, you need to get on TikTok and you need to follow me over there. Because, yeah, they're pretty cringe-worthy, but I love them. And my name over there is just Sarah Brookberg. So, anyways, TikTok is like so time-consuming. I could spend all day on that app. I think it is like the coolest, even though there's like ties with China or whatever. I don't know. I try to stay off the news if I'm being honest. But okay, on to the good stuff. If you don't know, we are in Fallon, Nevada. A little town in the desert. And if I'm being honest, like I don't even know why I have to say this because you guys probably already see it right now on my social media. Like, I've just been struggling. Like I've been struggling, but then at the same time, I haven't. Like, I've been thriving. Like, it's been nice for me not to feel like I have to post anything on social media or feel like I have to have a presence there, even though I know now would probably be the perfect time to be present and to give to my followers, but I just feel like I can't right now. I just feel like so like washed out. So I've really taken some time for myself and I've enjoyed it. Like big time. But anyways, we are in Fallon, Nevada, thanks to the wonderful military. We made it here safe and sound. We found a place to live. Thank the Lord. He is good. And we're just like settling in, and things are different because my sister and my brother-in-law and my nephew are living with us, and my husband is like barely even working because of the coronavirus. He's gone to work maybe 3 times in the last, I don't know, 3 weeks. It's crazy. So everybody is currently adjusting. I'm still sad that I left my family. It's always really, really hard for me, I feel like. And I won't bore you with like all the the details about, leaving and how military life works, because I've talked about it in another podcast, but it's just a lot. Like, I feel like these last few months have been like stressful and tough, man. And at the same time, they've been some of the most relaxing moments that I've had in a long time. So I have to admit that I don't know. I feel like since December, I have really been like all over the place with life. Like, I had my foot surgery and I had planned on getting so much done during that time, but honestly, that did not happen because I was in pain, and relying on other people was really, really hard, and just getting around period was like really, really hard. So I took that time to relax, and that was great. And then it was like I blinked and it was time to start packing up and getting ready to leave Washington State. And I had to leave my job, which I had planned on going back to after my foot surgery, and it didn't work out that way because my foot surgery, I feel like, made everything worse. So I'm still dealing with all that too. And then to leave Washington State, I don't know. I just, like I said, I feel it was like super, not traumatic, but it was just sad and hard. And I was leaving a job I loved, even though I was only PRN. I was leaving my friends that I loved. Erica, if you're hearing this, I love you and miss you so much. And then I was leaving like the place that I loved. I loved Washington. It wasn't one of my favorite places. I loved Virginia more, but still, like, you get used to somewhere and you know your way around, and that's just what it is. And so we went from leaving Washington State in the middle of the beginning, I should say, of a pandemic, and traveling and getting to Iowa, only for everything to get shut down like the minute we get there. It was not fun. It was not how me and my husband had pictured our vacation going. We barely got to visit with some of our family because of the coronavirus, and it was just a really like tough time. And then at the same time, it was like a really good time because it forced us to like slow the heck down, and we weren't running around and visiting the whole time. We were literally at home, like just enjoying each other. I mean, he got to visit some of his family, but like literally I went from my house to my grandparents' house, and that was it. Like, I did not go anywhere or do anything. I literally stayed home, and it was great. It was what I needed. I slept a lot. And I'm not saying this to like make anybody jealous, because I know there's people that have kids and they don't have that luxury, but like for us, we have that right now, and we took full advantage of it, and it was like exactly what I had needed at the time. But at the same time, there was still a lot of stress of not getting to see all of our friends and family, still a lot of stress of thinking about traveling during the pandemic, because unfortunately the military does not care whether or not something's going on. And I mean that as in they had stopped all travel, but all our travel was authorized considering the fact that we were kind of in the middle of it before they decided to stop it. So, traveling from Iowa to Nevada was a very long trip. It was like a 23-hour drive, and I think we made it in 3 days. We stopped every night at a hotel, and I'm so glad that we did. We got caught in a blizzard, and it was very interesting. And then we got here, had to stay in a hotel for like a week and a half while my house was not ready yet. So it's just been a freaking journey, and I don't feel like these last few months have slowed down a bit, and there's just so much that's been going on. And unfortunately my foot issue is still going on, and I thought it would be solved by now. So there's so much like feelings and emotions that I've been having that have been attached to this, and I think I go back and forth between feeling like so much bliss and abundance and blessings, and then literally on the exact opposite end of like, gosh, I just feel miserable. I don't hate life, because that's just not me, but I like have hard times like looking in the mirror and being okay with who I am and where I'm at right now. And everything is weird, right? Like, can everybody else agree that life is like freaking weird right now? Like one day is like super, like I'm super motivated and I get everything done. I get all the boxes unpacked and I make a lot of progress. And the next day, you can't get me off that damn couch. Like, I'm tired. I don't feel good, and I'm just laying around. So just really navigating these tough times have been very interesting, for me, and I'm sure for so many of you. I personally have not been worrying about things that I can't really change, or at least when I do worry about them, I try to become aware of that. So I want to share like just a few tips of some things that I have done during quarantine or this shutdown that have kind of helped me stay a little bit sane. So one of the things is always like workout nutrition. And I know, don't roll your eyes, or I don't want to lose you here. What I mean by that is if it feels good. And I've talked about this before on one of my other podcasts. And basically, I'm going to say the same thing again. It's like all about whatever feels good right now. We're in the middle of a crisis, like our whole nation. It's not the time to start cutting out all these foods or going on diets or eating like super healthy and working out if it doesn't feel good. It's not the time for that then. If that does feel good, if you feel like you can do that, then hell yes, go for it. Maybe not the dieting and cutting out foods. Don't do that. Don't do that. Eat healthy. And if you need help with that, you know where I'm at. But that's just one of the major things that I have been doing for myself, and not beating myself up over either. I mean, there's some days where I worked out and I'm really proud of myself. I've actually worked out the last 3 days consistently, and it's felt really good. So that's what I have really like noticed and kind of taken note of, is if it feels good to move my body and work out, then I'm going to do that. But if there's a day where I need to rest, I'm going to listen to my body and I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to beat myself up over it. And I'm not going to compare myself to someone else who is working out on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok and has these beautiful, rock hard abs and beautiful body, because I know that my body is just as beautiful. So just kind of a little like, a little tip for you there. If it feels good, that's when you know, like, that's just when you know, okay, but no, that's like when it's okay to work out, but if it feels like pressured and stressed and it's because of comparison, that's when you need to take a step back. And maybe if you're beating yourself up too much, Try some meditation, try some yoga, something slow. Another huge thing for me has been nutrition. Now, if you don't know, I am like very intolerant to gluten. Usually, I literally just tell everybody that I'm allergic because I really shouldn't have it at all. I get pretty sick from it. And then I am actually allergic to dairy. So I have been eating those things, and I was beating myself up over it big time. But let me tell you what else. I have also noticed like I've gone like there's been a couple times where I've said no to having like ice cream or like having, I don't know, just eating out or something like that. And sometimes during those times when I said no, I noticed that I just felt like I was fat shaming myself. Like I was in my head about it. I was very much like, oh, you can't have it because you're too fat. You know you shouldn't be having it. So instead of telling myself no, I have actually enjoyed those things like within moderation. But even if you're not enjoying it with moderation, I want you to know that now is not the time to worry about it. If that doesn't feel good, it's just we're in the middle of a crisis. It's okay to do what you need to do to get through this crisis. And I actually had the most amazing phone call the other day with the registered functional medicine dietitian that I work with one-on-one, Robin Johnson. I've talked about her before. She's literally amazing. And I was just very open and honest with her about how my diet has been. And she was just wonderful in validating where I'm coming from. And, like food, I used to just tell myself all the time, food is fuel. You should not be overeating or undereating or comfort eating or anything like that. Food is fuel. And this was back when I had eating disorders and I did not have a good relationship with food. And yes, food is fuel, but we all know food is more than that. Food is also comfort and can be used as comfort sometimes. Now, does this mean that you should do this all the time? No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of a crisis, you do what you need to do to survive, to keep yourself sane. Right now is the time to give yourself grace and to give yourself comfort and to love yourself and to let yourself know that you are doing the best you can. So, if the best you can do today is get yourself up off the couch and shower, then congratulations. I'm proud of you. If today the best you can do is eat clean and work out, then hell yes, I'm proud of you. Just remember, give yourself grace. Do what you feel like you need to do right now. Anyways, so those are just a few of my tips. Another thing that I've noticed I've done and I felt really good about was this is a little embarrassing, but I've showered. Never underestimate how good you feel after freaking showering. Okay, guys, I'm not saying I'm freaking dirty and go without showering, but when you're unpacking your house and like just eating whatever and doing whatever and just kind of living whatever and in a rush and trying to stay on top of your homework, I kind of have forgotten to take a shower maybe once or twice. Whatever. Judge me. I do not care. But it never ceases to amaze me how good I feel after I get out of a shower, use a freaking face mask or an eye mask, put on some damn lotion, exfoliate my body, shave your legs if that feels good. And if it doesn't, then freaking don't do it, girl. Because your leg hair does not define who you are. Okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox with that one because I could be on there all damn day. But anyways, just a simple showering, a simple hair mask, face mask. And I know those sound like so cliche, and like, oh, love myself and all that kind of crap. But like, seriously, I'm telling you what, it feels damn good just to give yourself a little bit of time. And then the next thing, I want to tell you, the biggest tip I have for you is to drink your damn water. If you want to drink soda too, then drink soda too. If you want to have some alcohol, then have some alcohol. But do not forget to drink your damn water. Okay, I know this episode was short, sweet, and to the point, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of life update, what's going on in my neck of the woods, and kind of some tips on how to stay sane in quarantine in case you missed that episode that I've talked about it before. Anyways, I am sending you guys all the love and peace and healing vibes in the world, and I pray you're staying sane out there, and I pray that we can leave our houses freaking soon because I'm getting tired of this, if I'm being honest. Um, there is a lake here that is absolutely beautiful, and we've been to it a few times, and it's been really, really nice. Like, everybody just stays 6 feet away, like, well, more like 20, 30 feet away, because there's like 500 beaches there in this like little nature spot. I don't know. I love it. It's gorgeous. We've been swimming there. It's so beautiful. And that has helped. Definitely getting some sunshine in my life has helped. And my husband put together my bike, so I've been riding that around the neighborhood. It's been so fun. As much as I've felt this overwhelming feeling, I've also been able to relax and just have this like bliss feeling. And I pray that you're having that in your life right now too. Just real quick before I make this short and sweet and to the point, I also want to let you guys know that I am excited for this. Okay. I am currently finally accepting new coaching clients. So if you have ever wanted me to be your coach for health and fitness, DM me ASAP, because for the month of May and June, I'm only taking limited clients. That way I can give you all my attention and just pour into you everything that you need to get started on your health and fitness journey. So I cannot freaking wait. Me and one of my girlfriends are doing a program together. You can do that program with me, or we can figure out another freaking amazing workout program if that sounds good to you right now. Anyways, I would guide you through whatever workout program you choose. I'll guide you through your nutrition. I will have a group for you to get all the love and support and motivation that you need. So DM your girl right now. Go over onto Instagram. Go over onto Facebook. I know I'm a little behind on messages. Let me tell you, I'm working on it. But anyways, you're going to want to DM me and just tell me the message you're interested on having one-on-one coaching, and let's do it. Okay, so that completes this episode. I hope you guys have a freaking fabulous weekend. Whenever you're hearing this, I love you. Thank you so much for 1,000+ downloads, which we're at now. And if you could do me a favor, rate, review, subscribe to this podcast, share it with your friends. And if you have not listened to Kate's birthday episode all about her healing journey, please go do that now, because holy moly, when I say that this is the best episode I've ever created, it must have been the best episode I ever created, because let me tell you what, the ratings are through the roof, the listens are through the roof, and it tells me a few things. One, I have some nosy ass people on my Facebook, or two, people actually care and are listening to our story and our side of the story. So, want to know more what I'm talking about? Go listen to Kate's birthday episode. Okay. All right. I'm done. I love you guys. Keeping this short and sweet and to the point. Okay. Have a beautiful week. Okay. I forgot about our affirmations. Okay, here they are. I will be present in every moment. Today I will learn and grow. I have the power to change my story. I will be a magnet for ideas today. Everything I'm looking for, I can find within me. I will acknowledge my own self-worth. I accept myself just as I am. I will believe in myself and my abilities. I will stay true to myself and my values. I will keep an open mind and I will not judge. I was not made to give up. I love myself enough to push through. I am enough. All right, guys, I am peacing out. Again, have a wonderful week, a blessed week, a fulfilling week. I love you all so much. Thank you for freaking listening. Thank you.